In this video, we're gonna give you 5 tips on how to ride a hard pack slick track. All right guys, here's the thing. We don't all have the luxury of having the track nice and tilled up and watered for us and just beautiful like we would like it. So we all need to understand how to ride on what the conditions that are given to us, right? So a lot of times that's the dirt's packed down, it's slick, it's blue grooved, it's got loose over hard pack, right? So we need to just get in the mind space of like, all right, this is just what we got, we're gonna ride it the best we can. This is the video for that. Number 1, and it sounds silly, but it's gonna be to just breathe, right? Just take a breath, right? What you do when you breathe is it lowers your anxiety, lowers your heart rate, lowers kind of just makes you feel relaxed. Just if you were on your couch and you took 10 deep breaths, you'd feel more relaxed before you didn't. So when you're going around the track, just every once in a while, consciously thinking about, okay, how am I breathing? And then take a few deep breaths. What that's gonna do is smooth you out. We know that we're on a hard packed track, and it's gonna be really easy to slide that bike around and get out of control. So if we're more calm, we can make more calm decisions, we can apply the throttle correctly and smooth the whole process out. Number 2 is gonna be finding a groove, okay? Like on the track that we're riding today, it was prepped last weekend, so there are some ruts left in the corner. There's some lines coming into the corner that you can drop into. If you can find any groove at all, you need to be in that groove, especially in the corners. Also known as ruts, right? Because when you get on the gas, that groove is holding your tires in place and you're able to get on the gas a little harder without the back end sliding out from underneath you. Same thing in braking. A lot of times there'll be lines coming into the corners. Get in those lines. You can hit the brakes harder in there because you're not gonna lose the front end or lose the back end. So just do whatever you can to find a groove, and that can just be an edge. You can bounce off an edge in a corner. Find something that can support your tires and enable you to get on the gas a little harder. Real quick, humans, shopmxf.com if you want some nice cool t-shirts, tank tops, socks, shower curtains, pillows, whatever you want, we got it. Check out shopmxf.com. Number 3, soften up the suspension a bit. Maybe even speed it up if the bumps are close together and square edge, right? The idea behind this is keeping the wheels on the ground and also taking a little bit of the edge off when you hit those sharp bumps. So if you soften the low speed suspension up a little bit, when you're going through the corners and you're going through those chopping bumps that hard pack tracks produce, it doesn't feel as abrupt, and more so, the tire stays connected to the ground more and you're able to get more traction. So just go, 3 to 4 clicks open on your suspension and maybe a couple clicks open on your rebound to get that wheel back to the ground to feel more connected to the earth. Okay, tip number 4 is gonna be lighter on the throttle, lighter on the brakes. Remember, we wanna create a nice fluent movement around the track, momentum to get speed around the track. We don't wanna slow down real hard, we don't wanna speed up real hard. We just wanna keep speed. Okay, so when you come into the corners, with less brakes, but more momentum. So that way when you come out, you don't have to romp on the throttle to get back up to speed. It should be a roll onto the brakes, a roll back onto the power. It should never be like slam on the brakes, and it should never be grab a handful of throttle unless you found a really good groove in the track. And so what that's gonna do, along with your breathing, is create nice fluid movements around the track. And what you'll find is over time, you'll just be knocking your lap times down, right? You just get into a groove. You'll feel like real comfortable on the bike. You'll feel like you're flowing around the track, hitting your lines, and you'll just get faster and faster. But you need to start smooth, okay? Make sure smooth is the base and then pick up speed from there. Number 5, weight your bike correctly. Okay, so maybe we don't have ruts in the corners. And when we're turning the bike and we don't have a rut, we need to sit on the outside of the seat, the outside edge of the seat. The idea here is to get traction to the inside knobbies. We're trying to spread that tire out on the ground to get as much traction as possible. So how we do is we sit down on the outside of the seat and then you push down with your outside foot, and all that's doing is driving force down on the inside of the tires to get as much traction as possible. Usually there's not a lot, but that does help significantly getting traction to the ground. All right guys, hope this video helps you get around your local track a little better and have some more fun. If you did enjoy it, we got plenty more videos right over here. Click on these, find them. It's great videos. We got our Instagram @the MX Factory. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel along, and if you can make small monthly donations, we have our Patreon account right down here. It's patreon.com/TheMXFactory. See ya!